1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth.
Hello, everybody. It's Ashy Bashy.
It's Smash again from Server 6.
And this is episode 49 entitled Farm Accounts. Damn, guys. If you don't know anything about farm accounts, this is your opportunity to learn absolutely everything there is to know about them. And there can be some advantages to having farm accounts. I don't know of any real disadvantages of having farm accounts, but we're going to talk about all that. Before we get started, I'm going to let Smash give the people kind of like an update on what's been going on over in Server 8. You don't have to give any crazy details or anything if you don't want to, but it's cool just to know what's kind of going on over there.
Alright, from me checking out on my small spy account in Server 8, I see that there was a lot of things going on the world chat. Right, there's a lot of things going on. For example, some alliance was being hit during their downtime, and they are seeking for justice. Right, come on, this is actually part and parcel of the game. Right, if you're not with the group, you definitely need to be prepared for your alliance being hit, and because in Server 8 there's no server rule yet, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Right, and of course there's also some personal agenda between certain players that's in Server 8. So it's actually quite interesting that the world chat, there's all this drama going on. But drama aside, guys, please do not take it personally. Right, it's a game.
Right. Yeah, and that's most important, right? Because we're not trying to create an atmosphere where you want people to not want to log in. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an increase the peace situation. For me, I'm glad, again, I say this all the time, I'm glad that I met you guys when I did, and I'm glad that I joined. I wish I would have joined sooner, but every time I say that, Smash always tells me no, you joined at the perfect time. No, like I do think that we here on the podcast have already created such a unique environment, and such a peaceful environment, and I'm interested to see what a real aggressive War Elite server looks like. Is that what it's looking like over there right now? A real aggressive War Elite server?
For me right now, I don't think we have reached the part whereby it's more aggressive. Right? But of course, there's some beef between alliance and player between players. Right, this is part of the game. Right, it happens in any type of games similar to this. Right, there will always be people not seeing eye to eye with each other. There will always be alliance seeing no eye to eye with each other. But if you guys are working towards the game future, right? You guys, one of my advice is that you guys have to work towards working together for the server versus server. Of course, now it's at the beginning stage. Everybody will be vying to be the top alliance, to be the king of the server, wanting to have the final say. But as Server 8, I see that it's still pretty healthy based on my observation through the world chat using my spy account. Right, I think you all can actually start to work on something like your diplomats. Right, you all can start to work something on your council. Right, this is something that you're in the new server you all can work on. It's unlike those older server whereby we already missed the chance to do such things. Right, yeah, but if you all would like to carry on going this way that you all are doing, fighting each other constantly till a no end, then you will ultimately end up being like the old server.
Oh my god, you guys let me have a different game up on the freaking screen the entire time? Are you serious?
I was watching the podcast. Oh my god!
Bro, I had a completely different game up on the screen. I apologize to everybody here. Damn it, man. I'm over here trying to do a bunch of stuff at the same time. I need to hire an engineer. Guys, I really do at this point.
How much are you offering?
Well,
Give
ask me
specs
that.
for what it is.
Ask me that in 6 months, because we'll be monetized at that point.
Right, those that are watching this live podcast, if you are interested in making some extra cash, do PM do PM Smooth.
I know, right? I need an
Yep.
engineer, guys. A mobile engineer. Someone who can get the job done mobily. Alright, so let's jump into it, shall we?
Yep.
Alright. So today we're talking about farm accounts. Now, for those of you who don't know what farm accounts are, farm accounts just means you are creating extra accounts, however you're doing it. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. Mainly, people are using either clone apps, or they're using a emulator like Nox or BlueStacks. But the first things first, let me ask you this. Anybody in this phone call has been playing? Has anybody from War Elite team ever issued any announcement at all that using farm accounts was illegal, against the rules? Hello? Hello? Did I drop call? Hello? No way. That really just happened. Why am I having the worst luck tonight? Hello?
Bro, it's your problem, it's not ours. You have been breaking up.
Dude, what the heck? Sorry about that, guys. But you guys could hear me the whole time, I just couldn't hear you?
Yeah, you were breaking up. Yep.
Well, okay. Basically, I'm sorry about that. I was asking, has anybody from iFun Games ever issued any statement saying that farm accounts were illegal, against the rules, or anything like that?
I don't think so. The only thing I have heard that they were against was selling your account.
So just selling your account. Interesting. Okay. So Smash, you've never heard anything either?
I don't think it's against the War Elite rules now that that having a bots account helping out with their farm. I haven't seen any. Ever since I played the game, I haven't seen any statement regarding this yet.
Okay. So
I think it's still open to players. So I will advise players to make use of this opportunity to do it before they ban it.
exactly. Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at. Because at this point right now, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. Now, it could just be like a gray area at this point, where it's frowned upon and they're just not saying anything. But also, like I said, the resources that you need to continue to upgrade in this game, it's not like other games that I've played. It's just not. You don't need resources. I mean, you do need the resources, but it's not like you're running out, right? On a constant basis, like, and you're having to buy these packs. So I feel like if this was a completely resource dependent game, like other games, given that they have a more advanced engine that they've ran the game on, they can definitely do something about multiple accounts. They could definitely do that via IP address, and there's other ways now. But that said, why do you guys think it is that they haven't banned it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they're seeing that other players are spending money on their farm accounts, and then so it's lucrative for them, or what?
Ash, go ahead.
That is definitely a possibility, or maybe they understand that farm accounts can be used to also provide resources, or during KE you can kill troops instead of attacking other people and making people mad. You can just attack your own farm. So maybe they understand that that's a more peaceful way to get resources and killing points, maybe.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
For me, I just feel that I personally feel that the game hasn't reached the stage whereby players are actually going to be wanting to waste time on having multiple accounts as fun, right? But there are players, older players in the game that have farms. This I'm aware of. There are players, older players that have farm, and with these players that have farm in the older server, they are actually progressing at a pretty average rate, not that fast as you would like it to be, right? Of course, they will definitely not run out of resources. And I watched Ash say during the Godfather event, and there's this queue event. So practically they can just kill their own troops. So it kind of create lesser conflict between the players in the server. But I don't know how this is going to be going out on server 8. I'm going to be watching on server 8 for the queue event.
Oh yeah, you're expecting it to get pretty gnarly?
I expect, what I could see is I expect people Alliance which have beef with each other, they might make use of this event to go and hit other people's city, to raid them off the resources and to weaken certain player. They might take this opportunity to do it, unless they are willing to do something like a duel. That means I will just meet your troops at a certain location. We just battle each other out on the open field. Unless they are able to have something like this going on soon. If not, I don't see them avoiding this small battle during KK event. KE.
Okay. So
small players better show up.
Well, I was trying to kind of figure out here is with the farm account situation. Since we're saying that it's definitely okay to do right now,
Yep.
what are some advantages that a player could have from having farm accounts?
Besides
resources. What's that?
Well, especially during the top Godfather event, KE killing event, they can definitely get a higher score by attacking their own farm account that way, for sure. Other than that, that's kind of the most important, is the resources and killing the troops for points.
Someone else had said that the people are first of all, we got Killer Queen in here. Thank you so much to Killer Queen. She says, I'm dropping in to show some love. I'll be trying to get on and play more.
Thank you. Love you, queen.
Yeah, somebody else was telling me that they're using farm accounts now to their attack their farm accounts and then capture their own beauties and then use torture those beauties to get the items that they need for their beauties.
Yes, that is definitely a good way to get those beauty items as well. It's a very good valid point.
I'm still a noob. I do not claim to be any type of pro at this game at all, but Smash, do you know any other advantages of having farm accounts?
Right, for me, there's one that actually benefit me. Right, for example, like I always like to run mercenary base. So when I have a farm account, I can practically just run the base myself. Because there are still players who don't own their rally when they go offline. So there will be times that when you try to rally a mercenary base, there's no one joining your rally. So with your farm account, you will always have someone joining your rallies, and it benefit the whole alliance as you're running the rally. So you don't really have to worry about no people joining your rally when you're starting off a rally with your farm account. Because once you set the auto rally for all your farm accounts, and when you start off a rally, they will join your rally when it reaches the 5-minute wait mark.
Or some like to also, in Glorious Arena, they like to also boost their main account to give them a higher ranking score.
There's actually quite a lot of advantages to have a farm account. But if let's say for players who don't know how to use these AI bots to help them with their farm accounts, and they want to do it manually, it's going to be very time consuming. So this is a down point for having farm accounts. If you want to have a farm account, it will be best that you really know how to make use of these AI bots to help you in doing the farm accounts. If not, it's going to be very time consuming for you, because you have to make sure that you log into every single one and send your troop up to farm, and then get back in, log out, then get back in and log in again, and then send them out to farm again. So it's going to be very time consuming, as I mentioned.
Definitely. Okay, so are there any events that farm accounts could help in? I understand that unless you're spending tons of money on your farm account to beef it up, it's probably not going to be very helpful when it comes to like server versus server, right?
Yep. I think before you start off the farm account, it will be better that you actually know what you want your farm account to be as a function. Right. For example, I might just start up 4 farm accounts, but I just want them to gather resource. So one of it, I will just constantly send them out to gather gems. The other one, maybe the beverage, the granite, and the cash, the banknotes. So I will have four accounts, but I just want them to go and collect resources. Right. So you have to be very, very sure of what you want your farm account to achieve. Right, and are you actually having this account and getting it ready to migrate to a newer server? So you guys, before you start, you have to really go and think about it. What you want your farm account to be doing? Like for me, I have a smaller account in server 6 called Smash Mini. I'm just preparing it for the new server. I'm not pushing it. I'm not spending on it. I'm just trying to gather as much thing as I can during the period of time before the new servers open, so that when the new server open, I can just practically migrate it over there, and then just using whatever resource I've collected, whatever speed up that I've collected during this period of time to boost my progress in when I go to the new server. I do not have any farm accounts that help me to gather resource. So I'm very sure about what I want my other account to be doing. I have an objective for it.
Okay. So you really wanna be task oriented when it comes to your farms.
I do believe that it will be better in this way. Instead of players going in, and it's okay if you want to spend on the game. I'm not saying no, right? It's okay that you want to spend on the game. If let's say you want because if you just want it to be a farmer account, then why spend money on that farmer account? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereby the objective for that account is just to help you gather resources. But if you are going to do up another account that you are preparing to fight, then if you want to spend on it, fine, go ahead.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so farm account wise, we've seen people be able to hide troops when it comes to battle scenarios with farm accounts. I've seen people use bubble, like just rotate. So if they only have 3 marches, then they only need 3 farm accounts bubbled. They can send all their marches to hide, stuff like that. Are there any other tactics you've seen used when it comes to farm accounts as far as battles concerned?
I personally haven't seen people using farm account to fight, because I think the bots never really like have that advancement deal that you can actually select what are the things that you want them to do during fight. So I haven't really seen it.
Okay.
Like for example, if let's say one of your alliance member is getting hit by a rally, does it have the option of you actually for the farm account? Does it actually have the option that you will actually automatically reinforce that player that's being attacked? I don't know. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering, maybe there were some advantages, but I guess not. But I do know the early stage advantages for new servers when it comes to farm accounts. You can use your farm accounts to donate. Let's say you have 5 farm accounts. You have all of them donating to your family or to your alliance technology.
Wow, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's huge. And then if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 or more players that all have at least 1 farm account, and they're all hitting that donate button, that's huge. And then you have the alliance help button. They call them help hands or bot hands or bots. And when it comes to healing troops and stuff like that, and knocking time off of buildings, that's a huge advantage.
True. But are the bots? I mean, are the AI bots able to do things like this? Like the auto help, the
Yes.
auto helping of.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They're
Well,
called
then that would be a
clickers
big help.
or click timers or something like that. I forget what they're called. Yeah, but I've seen they're actually really easy to set up. I don't do it just simply because it runs the hell out of my PC and stuff like that. But yeah, and again, I'm not encouraging any of this. All I'm saying is that there's a gray area apparently, and so one thing that I can tell you that there was a huge disadvantage in the other game that I play is their server versus server is a little bit. Shout out to Wraith. We got Wraith in the building. What's up, Wraith?
Hello.
One difference for sure is their server versus server is set up differently, where if you have so when server versus server starts, you can go to the enemy server and the enemy server can come to your server at any time. They can teleport in and out. Now every time they hit a city in your server and get kills, like they kill the troops, they get points. That's how you win server wars in that game. So if somebody has a bunch of farm accounts and server wars starts and their farm accounts don't have bubbles and that bubble drops, every single soldier killed counts. Those points are crucial. So before the server versus server wars starts, you want to make sure, like, look, listen, if you're not gonna 1000% be active to make sure your farm accounts are bubbled, I need you to either fire the troops or we're gonna kill them 2 days, 3 days before server versus server, because we can't allow you to be the one to screw our entire server out of winning this. And like they take it very, very seriously.
Okay.
Very, very seriously. So I don't know how, the server versus server war here plays out really, if it would ever come to something like that. But I know there's a guy in that game that I'm talking about that has over 34 farm accounts, and they're all active every day. Like dude, I'm talking about some of those farm accounts are bigger than some of the actual players that are playing. Like, and they're like legit, bro. Yeah. So I mean, but this person has to manage all of those accounts come server versus server or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything? Wraith says I like this frame better. Thanks, buddy. Is there anything that you could think of farm account wise that would be a negative impact on the server?
Right, for War Elite, I think the farm account will actually benefit more from the server versus server in War Elite instead of causing harm.
Okay.
Right, because why? Based on the first server versus server we had, so when we were allowed to go into the new map, actually the whole server will be placed in one continent, whereby there will be no access from other kingdom to your continent from the beginning stage. All right, you get higher resource level nodes in the server versus server. Mm-hmm. You get higher level writers in the server versus server. So if let's say they have this bot that actually let them go and keep on killing the writers till they are out of gas, and they keep gathering resource. Right, this actually contribute points to the account, and it actually help the alliance to gather points. For the alliance event, it also help the individual gather points, and for the kingdom also. So there's actually three parts of portion whereby you gather points by killing rioters. When you kill rioters, you get a certain amount of points. You gather resource, you get a certain amount of points. So with this farm account, it actually can help the server to gain more points. When they are always constantly doing this without people having to have manually manage it. But then again, it will be on a disadvantage for players who doesn't have a farm account. They might be spending a lot more time, but they are not getting the ranking they want in these events because of the bots.
Interesting. Okay. So what about these mercenary bases, and when it comes to using these farm accounts, right? Would you say it would be beneficial to a player like myself to have a couple farm accounts for when we don't have enough players on to be able to run these mercenary bases, because the crosses are crucial. Like me right now, I cannot upgrade my church. I haven't been able to upgrade my church for a while.
Bro, you have nearly 70k gold. Buy them.
I don't want to. I'm stingy, bro. I'm stingy, dude. I want to save my gold up. Dude, I'm trying to be like Smash. You know what it is? Smash is worried that one day I'll actually beat his 2 billion gold. He's like, oh look, he's got 60,000. He's catching up. Look, he's worried. He's worried. What about what you Ashy Bashy? How much gold you got in your savings account over there? Damn, I forgot my camera was off. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay. I need to up the tempo on the music here before we put everybody to sleep. Yeah, so would you recommend me having a couple farms in Worley? Hello? Damn, did I drop out of the call again, guys? Really? We are having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Big ones. Wait, what? Restore chat. Are we still live right now? I don't know what is going on, y'all. Guys, are we still live? I don't know what's going on. I don't want to screenshot.
For the people out there who are still watching this, I think yes, it's good to have a farm account that can help you out with the mercenary base. But always do remember to switch on your auto rally, and because even for older players like me and I believe we always make sure that our auto rally is on whenever we log back into the game. What I will usually do is whenever I log back into the game, I will make sure I will click on it and activate it, be it whether the timer runs off or not. I will just make sure I do that.
Yes, and especially certain merc bases, you will need a certain capacity to beat a certain level. So the more the merrier.
That's a great point.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. I still don't know what happened. Truly, like I really don't. It was the weirdest thing. It went like really robotic for a minute. I was very worried that everything was gonna crash. I thought the live crashed.
No, only you crashed. We were still in.
I definitely crashed. You can say that again.
And we have replied. Me and Ash, we have replied the question that you had earlier on regarding the mercenary base.
Yes. Can you say it again? Poor favor.
We say that it will be helpful to have it.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's probably a good idea for me. I thought about it a couple times. I just wasn't really sure of the benefits. Like right now is like the first time I've had actual trouble with resources. I do not have any diamonds at all.
Are you levying from the Alliance gem plant?
Am I what?
The Alliance gem plant. Are you levying from it?
No, I have not.
No.
That's but
Let me answer for him. No, he's not.
What? What'd you say?
That will give you lots of diamonds. I would recommend.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I was not paying attention at all to my amount of resources I had stockpiled, and I was under the assumption I had way more than I actually needed. Turns out that wasn't the case. So I wasn't levying because I was like, dude, I've got so many resources. What do I need to levy for? Yeah, I was wrong. I was really wrong. Because now I'm broke. Let me see how many of the other resources I have. I wonder why it's just diamonds. Are diamonds the ones that are harder to come by, or what?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, see, I didn't know that. Doesn't really matter anyways. I'm still broke. I'm looking at my cash, grenades, drink. Yeah, I need to get back to the grinding for sure. But had I known that this was the case, I would have definitely been making some farm accounts. Yeah. Again, I'm a noob, so I can't really. I'm kind of heavily reliant on the people who've been playing this game for a long time. We got Candy in the house. Say what's up, Candy. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Say what's up to Candy, everybody. Candy, we appreciate you stopping by. We really appreciate you. Yeah, so because I'm a noob, I don't really know much about having farm accounts in this game, but this is why I needed to have this episode, because I can ask you guys. So yeah, is there anything else that you can send back and forth besides resources? I know you could like do gold or something like that, but it's
No, you can't send gold.
you can't. You can buy. Can you buy
Nope.
gold for other players?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, is there anything?
You can send troops. You can definitely send troops for like if like your allies being attacked or something, you can reinforce them.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, that's one thing we haven't covered on our War Elite segment is reinforcing and reinforcements. I don't really know how that system plays out. I'm sure Vadim probably has like a spreadsheet on his PC somewhere with that whole breakdown. But to the best of your ability.
So
Huh?
the union building specifically, the more you upgrade that, the higher your reinforcement capacity is. So like the more troops your allies can send if your base is going to be attacked. So it is very important that you upgrade your union as fast as possible for if you are being attacked. If your server is very active with attacks, the union is important because the more reinforcement capacity you have, the better.
Okay. If and I understand that there's no way, we're not gonna be able to get a battle report right now, but to the best of your guys' abilities, Smash, you can go first. What do you think the outcome would be if, let's say, somebody who is, let's just put it in comparison here. So let's say I'm not a new player. I've been playing as long as you guys or whatever, right? And I'm also a Mansion 25, but the person has better capos than me and maybe a little better research than me. Would me reinforcing myself with a few farm accounts that are, let's say, level 16s, 18s, something like that, how much of an effect would that be, even if it was mainly just, some low-level capos, some low-level research, but lots of troops?
All right. Regarding this, there will be a lot of other areas that you need to look into, like what you mentioned, the technology of the players that's attacking you, the heroes that they are using, and also have to look at whether is he actually attacking you individually or is he actually rallying you. So these are key, because if they rally you, the chances of them causing more damage to you is higher. But if you are talking about the player just trying to swamp you with just using their marches, right? It might go both ways, right? Because I believe the calculation of the game, right, is like based on the amount of troops that you have also within per match. So it's like if let's say I'm gonna come, you are T4 player, I'm a T4 player. Right, I'm gonna come with one match with about 200k or 300k of troops, whereas you have like 7 or 800k of T4 troops in your city. I'm not gonna beat you.
Right.
Even if I have better technology, or even if I have how should I put it, better couples. But if I'm gonna come with a rally that can bring 2 million troops, you are gonna burn, bro. You are gonna blow.
You said I'm gonna what? Discord is tripping right now. Why is Discord having the hardest time? I mean, I'm talking about absolute struggle bus. That's crazy.
You make sure you keep going like it. You don't just hit it one time and then you just go back. You're gonna drop power, whereas this guy just need to heal.
Well, and not only that, but you do also, depending on how good your troop levels are on your farms, I would not recommend reinforcing. I don't even think you can reinforce yourself. I think your allies can only reinforce you. So if your your troops are low levels, I would not recommend it. I would recommend asking your allies for help that have higher level troops, because the higher level troops, the more better defense your villa has if your villa is being attacked by a rally or even by a single individual player.
Okay. Well, you guys have put this whole farm account thing into perspective for me, to be honest with you. I do see more benefits to having them. You know, and it all comes down to just the time of maintaining them and stuff like that. What do you think are some differences between having farm accounts in this server and having farm accounts in a new server? Anything that might come to mind?
Well, for our server, it's usually helpful because we don't really have any enemies to attack. So we kind of rely on our farms to receive points or resources, versus newer servers probably don't need to as much because they have other players to attack.
Damn, so players are actually attacking or killing their own farm account troops?
Yes.
Damn. Are the rewards worth doing that?
Well, if like a specific event's going on, like Top Godfather killing event, it is, because then you rank higher.
Okay.
And for this Q event, do you know what? I always get 0 point for that day.
Me too.
Really?
I don't get a single point from Q event.
Damn.
I'm not going around killing anybody.
I would think that it would be not worth it in an older server with farm accounts, because the higher tier troops are more expensive and takes longer to get back. So are they just hitting low level troops, or how does that work?
Most of us have actually like completely upgraded most of our buildings and been stockpiling our resources. So I think for most, that's usually not an issue.
Okay.
We're actually putting our resources to use.
Well, that's good. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys can think of that, like game-wise, that's coming up that we can talk about? Maybe some events or some updates or anything like that?
Sea battle.
Sea battle.
Have you all looked at the latest update
No.
that they're gonna be doing?
No.
Oh, guys, come on! You guys got to look at the updates that the developers are actually doing.
Uh-oh.
Was it for sea battle or was it for island war? Because I think they're going to...
I think it's island war or sea battle. But one thing for sure is that I know that they are really listening. The developers are really listening.
What's going on? What are they talking about?
I think they said that they were going to put universal capital medals in as a reward for island wars. Yes.
Right. And you know, for sea battle, right, partially of your goal and healing speed up will be returned by mail after every battle ends.
That's amazing.
So you guys are not actually, let's say for example, you spend 3 days of speed up healing your troops in sea battle, you get part of it back. Let's say you spend 5,000 of gold healing your troops in sea battle, you get part of it back. Including that you're also getting the hero medals from the battles that you won in an island battle, which is something that is gonna help you guys to improve your heroes when you your legendary hero. The developers are listening. They are making changes to make this game better. And you guys need to start reading the update that they are throwing out, man, guys.
I'll be honest with you. I was kidding. I knew about the update. I just wanted.
I know. That's why you asked. Okay. You are just trying to see if we read it or not, right?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what. I was freaking out when I saw it. I was freaking out because I was like, dude, again, the podcast scores another point. Like we're really changing things, guys. Like we're really making a difference. I mean, I understand it's just a game. I get that. But to some people, this game is a lot more than just a game. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of time and money invested into this game for a lot of people. And the fact that we're making changes, I think it's gonna. I think it doesn't go unnoticed by the community. So this is huge. This is really big, guys. And I want you guys to know that if you guys also want to help make a change in this game and in this community, you can do it by simply just being a part of this podcast, being an active member of the community, and communicating with us. Because again, we're here to kind of be your guys' middleman between your gameplay and the developers, your experience in the game and the developers, and making a difference. Dude, that's huge for me, bro. Like it feels nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like, damn, we're the work we're doing is actually making a difference. So that's huge.
Was fighting for these changes for the island war for so long, and finally now they are here.
That's great, man. So what's next on our list? I mean, we're knocking stuff off. What's another improvement that we could try and make?
I'm looking at I myself I'm thinking on the reinforcing of the troops when we set out rally, to, let's say for example, hitting on a structure or safe house, right? I still personally feel that the reinforcement troops are not able to reinforce the rally if they are just trying to catch up with the rally, because the battle time is not real time battle calculation. So it's like when you hit, you will actually be finished within seconds. And you might still probably be trying to march to your rally before the fight finish.
Okay, I see.
So this is one thing that I'm actually trying to talk to the developers about, right? Because you have this function of reinforcing your rally, but it is very hard for players to like really make use of this function. Right, they can make use of this function, but it's gonna be very obvious. Like for example, if let's say I'm gonna hit Smooth City, I'm gonna rally his city. First of all, for this player who wants to rally his city, they have to spend their spare marches all to his nearby his city before my rally reach. And it's only when I'm hitting his city, then as my rally is diminishing, is getting weaker, then they will start to join the rally. As long as they are near the hit point, the fight point of where the rally is, they are still able to reinforce. But if they're gonna just, some player maybe just try to reinforce halfway through while the marches, the rally already start marching, practically they cannot reach it on time. So by doing this, you're also allowing the opponent to know that, oh, they are going to be rallying this person, and they will probably just send their marchers out to fight your marchers on the field. And then when your rally reach, there's no marchers there left to reinforce the rally.
Oh wow. Wow.
Me personally, I think I've said it like 500 times. I think it would be awesome to see some new beauties released.
Oh yeah.
We're not letting go of that. You hear that, iPhone games? We're not letting go of it.
And for your information, they have all my current beauty all at max level. I'm not working on my beauties anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah. And I'm not going to share my screen, so forget it.
Come on, man. Let me take a peek.
No.
Let me take a peek.
It's not going to happen. No. It's not going to happen, bro.
I tricked him into doing it one time.
Because it kind of sucks. It really kind of sucks, like, for especially the non-spenders. Because eventually, like, on I think my server 7 account, I've maxed out my legendary beauty completely. And
wow.
Yeah, so like, and I'm going to max out the rest of them, and then as a free-to-play player, you have no other way of upgrading your beauties anymore.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
It does.
Well, I believe there will be beauties for the hospital. Actually, I'm waiting for the hospital beauties to come out.
Is that one of the ones that you've been waiting on?
I just love lady in nurse uniform. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how they look.
That's funny. So what other beauties are you looking to see first besides the hospital beauty? What's the next combat beauty you think it's coming? I'm hoping it's tough guy.
No. Give me the nurse to beauty first. Other beauties can wait. Never mind.
You said other beauties can wait. Damn. Ray said, I want the Asian beauty. What specialty do you want though? I know you want the Asian beauty.
I guess it all depends on which team or attribute everybody's specifically working on. So if they are working on tough guys, obviously they're going to want a tough guy beauty. If you're working on cavalry, you're obviously going to want a cavalry beauty. So I think it would vary for most players. Unless you like Smash and just don't care.
Yes, I just want the nurse beauty. Give me all the 4 nurse beauty, and I will definitely work on them.
Are there any beauties that are given like multiple combat skills, like plus cavalry and plus something else, like plus cavalry plus tough guy or anything?
No, I think they only specify with one.
Because that's where we're at right now. In the other
I can't really say about the beauty because they are all locked up, so we don't know what inspiration each beauty is going to bring us. Whether is it going to be a melee beauty, whether is it going to be a cavalry beauty, which I seriously have no idea.
I think that all the beauties actually it tells you up in the corner. Even if they say coming soon, I think it actually tells you. If I'm not wrong.
Are you able to see the inspiration?
Yes, I'm going to double check so that I'm not giving false info. But I do believe I did one time go through them and actually wish for this one to come out so that it helps me with my...
yes, Ray. Yes, Ray. I'm with you on that. Ray.
Yeah, he says the Asian chick is a nurse beauty.
Yes, they do show you what attribute they specify in. It will say their name and then it'll tell you.
Oh, okay. But
So
still,
it
I
does-
don't care. I just want the nurse
Like,
ID.
maybe the dang nurses, bro.
He doesn't give a shit.
Don't give me them nurses.
Boylet, give me some nurse.
How long is the healing time for you, Smash? On your troops?
I have no idea. Maybe you like to try to hit my troops and I can tell you.
Well, I can just imagine, you know, if you're hitting things really hard and you have really high level troops, it's probably taken quite some time to get them out of the hospital, right?
Definitely, because
Attack. I've gotten up to 7 days before.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. At that point,
and
you
it's going to
definitely need a
cost
nurse.
you. It's going to cost you more resource and more speed ups if you have T5 troops. So resource is ultimately one thing that you guys must always make sure that you have abundance of. Alright, so it does not affect you when you are fighting or when you are trying to heal, because always make sure that when you are being hit, all your injured troops will actually go into hospital first before they die. So if your hospital cap is low and you fill up your hospital and you get hit again, you are going to have dead troops. And when you have dead troops, your power will drop drastically if you have T5.
That's interesting.
So make sure never to let it happen.
Okay. Good tips here. We got good tips here, guys. And I do want to say that these updates that we're getting, guys, I want you guys to be thankful, because there's a lot of games out there that are just specifically pushing purchases upon their game with every update, which are like battle passes that you get every couple weeks in other games, right? That is like you can't really progress without those and stuff like that. These updates that we're getting are so good, dude. They're so good, and the fact that they're still pushing out content instead of servers is such a great sign. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Is there anything that you guys want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Give us your idea, guys. New player, old player, how we can improve the game. We need all these ideas coming in, bro. We need them.
Or even just like topic choices. I don't know if we're doing the voting thing still, but give us some things to chat about.
Yeah, no shit, right? Well,
And you guys gotta know, the more you guys help us, the more we can help you guys.
Exactly.
that's what we're here for, day in and day out. And we're not going anywhere, guys. We got a lot of great content coming for you guys. I am gonna have Lethal put that poll up so that you guys can vote on some topics, and then we'll go with the topic that got the most votes. I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. I'd also like to cover some of the stuff in the update tomorrow. If we have some time, we'll talk about that as well. If there's anything you guys want us to talk about, let us know. It doesn't have to be a specific topic. It could be just anything in general about the game. If you guys are encountering any problems in your servers and you guys are trying to figure out a new situation for yourself, you guys can always find me in the live streaming tab in the official War Elite Discord, and you guys can message me in private. We'll talk about it. We'll try and figure out a better situation for you. You guys know everybody's welcome in server 6. But with that said, I want to thank iFun Games, iFun.com, for sponsoring this War Elite content and all War Elite content on the channel. If you guys have not joined the official War Elite Discord or the official War Elite Facebook page, you guys can do that by looking in the description of this video. You can find it there. Also, if you guys like what you see, you guys want to play the War Elite game, you guys can find, please, if you guys are going to download the game, do it by looking in the description of this video. Look for the link there, guys. It just lets the developers know that you found the link by watching this video, and it's going to help us out a lot. I appreciate my co-hosts Ashy Bashy and Smash, like always. Vadim, we love you, brother. You're always with us. Not that he's dead or anything, but he's just literally always with us. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys like the content. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. We love you, Chat Mafia. Until next time, y'all. Peace. Dude, I've been wanting to eat this protein bar for so long, and it's just been teasing me.
I'm so happy with the latest update that's going to be going on. I'm so happy with it.
You've been